Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be unboxing and reviewing the newly released Star Wars Retro Collection, A New Hope Multipack. Now this box set is a reissue of the original 6 figures in the Retro Collection that were a Target exclusive back in 2019. So they have put them on new cards that I believe should come unpunched. And hopefully they come maybe a little thicker card back as well. But these are available at Shop Disney and at Hasbro Pulse. And I believe you can still get them if you order online. So we're going to go ahead and crack it open and check out the figures. Now I do have the original release in the back. That way we can kind of compare to see if there are any small differences or changes. So we're going to open it up and check it out. So the first thing that that I'd like to kind of talk about is just the box itself. So it's got a really cool design. It has all 6 figures. So we have a good shot of all 6 characters here and their original character art or character photos. Just a nice logo on each side. All right, so we're gonna open it up. So you can see the packaging. It's got some reinforced cardboard on each side. Now it is interesting that they have each figure kind of separately stacked instead of staggered like these last two. So they likely could have made this box a little bit smaller, but chose to kind of bulk it up a little bit and leave some space, which unfortunately you can see caused a little bit of waviness in the card backs that might have been avoided if you had them double stacked there. But hopefully they're still in pretty good shape. So we're going to slide these out and check them out. And so these do all come unpunched. The cards themselves look to be in pretty good shape. And so one change they made from the original is just, this is the original release here with the 6 characters on the back. And they have made an update to match just the more recent releases, just with the names of each character. So just a subtle change. So next up we have Darth Vader. So again, a little bit of waviness to the card back, but overall looks pretty nice. Actually, as I'm getting into these, this Luke card back especially, but now that I'm comparing, they are a little bit thicker. This Luke card back seems very thick to me and actually is very flat as well. It's a little sturdier. So hopefully this is a good sign of things to come from Hasbro. They had announced maybe about a year ago that they would be increasing the thickness of their card backs. So these new figures, or this new release of these retro figures, should see that. One thing that I would have loved to see in this re-release would have been, some of the running changes that they made during the original release of these figures. So having, a darker haired Luke variety for this re-release or something like that would have been kind of a neat little nod to all the variants of the original vintage figures. So next up we have Leia. Yes, this card back again feels really thick, really solid. And again, so with Leia there was a lot of different kind of eye colors, or just the paint apps on the originals were a little different. Again, I think they could have done something fun there. Maybe a missed opportunity in my eyes, but I also understand wanting to keep it consistent. And of course, with Han, they could have gone the route of the small head Han variant, but this is the same release as the original. So, looks pretty good. And last but not least, of course, we have Chewbacca in there. So I'm actually, as I've gotten these out, I'm very, very happy with the thickness of the card back. It's pretty significant difference. So I like the thickness, but as far as all of the figures, pretty identical. So the one thing that they did keep the same is the thickness of the bubbles that matches the original 1970s, 1980s, you know, blister thickness versus the more recent waves of the retro collection that they've had the much thicker bubbles. So I do like that they have kept that. Probably more than anything was just easier to keep them the same, but I'll take it. So not a bad collection here. So this is a nice option for anybody that missed out on the original release of these. They were a Target exclusive. They were quite hard to find, in my opinion. You know, I was lucky enough to stumble across quite a few of them. But these should be, you know, more easily available to everybody to order. You know, and I think hopefully this opens the door. So from everything that I've been hearing, we will be getting a Return of the Jedi wave of retro collection next year during the 40th anniversary of the film. What I would love to see is maybe some more of these box sets. They do have, there is an Amazon exclusive box set coming soon. I'd love to round out the first 12 at some point. I think that if they're worried about them doing a, you know, a box set like this where you have to buy all 6 would be a great option. It makes it easier for collectors to get all 6. I really think the biggest thing that they'd have to take care with is making sure that the card backs look good when they're going in the boxes, because you know, quite often we see these boxed up figures and they still come out with bent card backs, which means that they were put in the box that way. So hopefully this thicker card stock will solve a lot of those problems, but all in all, very happy with this upgrade. You know, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the originals. They are not unpunched, so they are punched because they were there at the store. You know, but honestly, those might be the more rare version at this point, the more flimsy card back. So I may keep both sets on card. I did buy a separate box of these to open, but all in all, a really good set. What do you guys think? Are you guys happy with just the straight re-release? Would you have liked some of the variant releases as well? I think that would have been a neat direction they could have gone. Let me know in the comments below. Please make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with all of our toy and collectible reviews. Thanks, and may the Force be with you.